Seahawks. And we're going to start at the top of the list with someone I think is one of the most underappreciated running backs in the NFL right now. But first, the Wolf needs a drink of water. Alrighty, let's get back on here. Let's talk about Matt Breida and why he is a absolute monster of a fantasy value right now. One, Jerrick McKinnon has been knocked out. You can't really ever have any faith in Jerrick McKinnon's health at this point. So I hated that backfield coming into the year. It looked like a three-headed nightmare of guys that have very similar skill sets between Coleman, McKinnon, and Matt Breida. Some speed guys, great receivers, great in the zone scheme. All three of them very similar talents. And they talked about how they're going to kind of use all three interchangeably, which is just like, who do I rely on? Who do I start each week if that's going to be the case? But then, ever since then, McKinnon gets knocked out, becomes much more of a 1-2 punch between Coleman and Breida. And Breida's looked like far and away the best back in this offense. None better than with Jimmy G in week 3 of the preseason, just ripping through you. With Tevin Coleman's getting stuffed behind the lines. I believe it was 10 carries for 21 yards. Matt Breida was finding space, was reading the zone blocks. This was a guy that led the league in rushing come week 3 and 4 last year, was thriving until he started to get injured. The talent is very real with Matt Breida. So 44 yards on the ground, 31 yards in a reception. So, 75 total yards and a TD and a couple drives, whereas Coleman was just getting stuffed. It was beautiful to see from Matt Breida and awful to see from Tevin Coleman. So, whereas Coleman's going around 6-7, maybe the play from now on then is Matt Breida, who's going well after round 10 in every league, looking more talented, looking more explosive. This offense, how much I love this. And again, Breida was an RB1 while healthy last year in this same offense. I love that this guy could become the lead Shanahan back if he continues to outplay Tevin Coleman and just thrive in that zone blocking scheme and instead of, last year you had to take Jerrick McKinnon with round 4 price. This year you had to take Tevin Coleman round 5 or 6. You could get the Shanahan lead back for 10 and beyond. It's so underappreciated for a guy as explosive and talented and great at reading the zone blocking scheme as Matt Breida is. I think that was a great reminder in preseason week 3 of just how talented this guy is and how close. I mean, they were alternating series. It wasn't like Tevin Coleman had 3 drives and then Matt Breida was a distant second. They were alternating, and they even started to feed Breida a little bit more once he started to show, suggesting it could be a hot hand. I really think Matt Breida could get that hot hand and end up leading this backfield and being just a fantasy monster, even though he's the cheapest one. I really like him quite a bit. So big fan of Matt Breida and what he's showing. Let me know if you guys agree. Another guy, though, that showed